semifinal between two really good teams. Hats off to Xavier. They're a very quality opponent. They've got a lot of skill, and they're gonna be a tough out the rest of the way. They're playing Seymour, I guess I heard. Again, I thought AS Lebanon was a really quality side, so for Seymour to go out and beat them, and this is the Xavier team that beats Seymour twice. This school, I think, has our school, Luxembourg Casco's had some bad history with that. If I think back to the 2011 girls state title, typically again, if you're that much better, you'll be that much better again. So hats off to them. Again, whether it's them or Seymour, either team will represent the area well over in lacrosse and the East Side.
I'll go back to that 3-point bucket at the half by Robillard to pull you within 4. How big was that, and what was the message at that?
It's huge momentum swing. 7-4. Now you really feel like you're in it. That's what we told them. We're still in the game. We had a couple adjustments to make, on both ends of the floor. Looking to get some different actions on offense. Defensively, looking to do some things against their pick and roll game. Felt like we executed a lot of that pretty well. But again, Xavier just came up and made some big plays.
They went on a big run to go up 10 with a steal and an opportunity to go up 12. He misses the point-blank layup. You go on a run and, get right back into this game. The fight was there tonight. It's just 2 points, and you could look back and say, what about this? What about that? But just kind of recap me with that play at the end where Peyton took off and Owen coming to the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we were looking for there, with only one timeout left, I had to set up something that we could run off of a make or a miss. So if it's a miss and we got to corral it, that's 2-3 seconds off the clock, and then we really got to move the ball down fast. So I was looking for us to run the old Valpo set, Bryce Drew Valpo set. Peyton's got great vertical leap, try to get it to him somewhere in the middle of the floor, and then throw it off to either Dalkey or Dell. Got lost in translation a little bit. Again, high pressure situation, all that kind of stuff that happens with kids. That's the way it is. And again, it just didn't come together like we wanted it to. And again, I wish it had for the guys, but like we said, that's the game of basketball. There's a lot of other plays earlier in the game that we could have made on either end of the floor that also could have made the difference. It's not just about those plays down there. Again, if I'm able to save a couple timeouts early or something like that because we're taking a little bit better care of the ball, I'd have more timeout. Whatever. Like you said, there's all sorts of ifs and buts and candy and nuts that would have us have a Merry Christmas. But at the end of the day, we had guys that played hard, played smart, played together, and they played against a really skilled team and just so happened to get 2 more points on the night than they did.
Well, that brings an end to your season. What a season. First time in 16 years you're in this situation. Too bad it couldn't have been filled with all the youngsters that would, really benefit from seeing a high-pressure game like this.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the season, you say goodbye to four really quality people in the 4 seniors. And, you can't take a sectional berth away, one of just a handful in school history.
Yeah, that's what you can never take away. It's the weird dichotomy of there's always a new regional champ next year, but you can never take away the one you won. And you can't take that away from this team or this group of seniors. Again, Garrett Zuliger is just an absolute selfless kid. There are times in practice where he's not getting in live situations, and he still comes with a lot of energy every day. He's willing to do the little things, take the balls out, put them away, bring the speaker on the bus, all that good stuff. Can't say enough about that kid, all he's been through in his life, and to overcome it, continue to be a part of this team. I'm incredibly proud of that young man. Jonas Otradovic, 3-year varsity player. Again, very willing and loves his teammates, willing to put his body on the line and do a lot of great things for his team, and really appreciate that energy and effort he brought. Blake Yagodinsky, varsity guy for 2 years, had an injury, so didn't come out last year, came back this year. I'm so happy that he did, especially tonight. Man, did he step up. He didn't want his season to be done. He did a great job all season long, and especially tonight. Hats off to that kid to dust off the shoes, get back out on the floor, and give it everything he had, night in and night out. Really appreciate the big fella for doing that. So smart, such a great communicator, such a great leader. And then finally there's Ryan. 4-year varsity player, fantastic leader, very good player. He's a great guy to help build up the other guys, give confidence. And again, just to work with those kids as a coach. You've got guys who are so coachable, so willing to communicate with you, hear what you have to say, willing to share their thoughts, and it's not a selfish thing, it's a for the team thing. I just really appreciate that from all of them and what they meant to this program. I said about last year's group that I told them that their fingerprints would be on anything we won in the future, and I told Mason Raynard, who was here tonight, I told him that again after we won the regional title, that that's the case. It's the same thing for these guys. Yeah, they got this black, but all the lessons that they passed on to the younger kids on the team, that's part of their legacy too. That's my message to any guys who come through. Anything that comes after you is a part of your legacy too, because you helped build the program to get to that point.
And not to close the book on this season so quick, but the cupboard's not bare. A lot of minutes, a lot of experience, a lot of production still coming back next year.
Yeah, I know. Listen, we're going to miss those 4 seniors, no doubt about it. I just talked about everything they brought. If we're going to go strictly X's and O's, again, we're talking about a very steady hand off the bench in Jonas, a generally reliable ball handler you can go to, keep the offense moving. Again, we saw what Blake was capable of tonight, that size, that physicality, that communication, and you lose the shooting, the scoring, the leadership from Ryan. Listen, there's not one guy who can replace any one of those guys, but as a group, Peyton, Logan, Owen, Dulkey, Lucas, Hayden, Jacob will be coming back off of injury. That junior class has had a lot of success for a long time, and they're going to look to continue. Chase Pekoritz and Jack Rowland as sophomores didn't see a ton of time on the game floor, but they saw a ton of time on the practice floor this year and got a lot better. The folks listening at home might not hear it because you might not hear their names. Fans in the stands might not see it a ton. But trust me, those 2 young men got a lot better this season despite not being able to play a ton of minutes, and because of COVID, they didn't get a JV and all that kind of stuff. They will be big contributors for us next year, no doubt about it. And then we got a bunch of JV guys who are really hungry and going to be hunting for a spot as well. So I'm very excited for what the future holds, but we will sorely miss the 4 guys who are going to hang it up.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here with Coach Thrune on the Nicolay Bank. We appreciate your time all season long after the game, win or lose, and we look forward to another successful season next year.
Yeah, and I appreciate your guys' coverage. It means a lot to the guys and to me and to the whole community, so thank you.
All right, we're going to take another break on